Hello, good people of the internet. Today we're playing a game where you can smack balls, and evil ones at that. That's because we're playing Rack and Slay, which is a billiards roguelike. Billiards, pool, snooker, however you want to call it. It's not that complicated, this game. We're going to go through a run. There are various difficulties. I have actually... This is like the standard difficulty, but you can make it easier, and if you're going to play through the roguelite elements of it, then I would recommend just taking it down to 1 for the first game, but we're going to start on this. There are other modes, like a wild run, daily run, that sort of thing. But let's play a game first. So, there are 10 levels, and a boss in the middle, and a boss at the end, at least on this thing. And you get to choose, before each level, 1 item. You get coins during the levels, which you can use to buy some upgrades. We're going to go into that afterwards when we have some coins. And you can re-roll the items if you don't like these. Now, I like the look of... Well, we can talk through them. So the gang shoots 8 mini balls after your first shot. The golden scar, when you take damage, gain 1 gold. And 1 by 1, if you defeated at least 1 enemy last turn, gain 1 gold when you defeat an enemy this turn. I like the gang because it gives us some extra balls. Anyway, you can take a little scout to see what you're looking at if you really want to. I very rarely did. Anyway, the main game, like the main part of the game, if you ever played Yahoo Pool back in the day, it's the similar sort of thing. You are obviously a cue ball that says billiards or pool or snooker or something, and you're aiming to kill, eradicate, smack, in whatever way, the evil balls. We have 10 shots to clear the board. For every enemy that is left, we will lose some health. So we start off with 7 health, apparently. And there are currently 8 enemies on the board. Actually, there are 7, but this beastie has a special ability which deals 2 damage instead of 1. So most of them are these normies, but then you get these special non-normies, I think it refers to them as. And then there are bosses later on. But the beastie deals 2 damage. This is a pushy, so they increase the speed of any balls touching it significantly. So, you know, and there are some other things around the level. Let's start maybe a bit easy. Okay, there isn't like an obvious easy shot. There you go, that's easy. So you can right-click to kind of move things. It tells you roughly where things are going to go. It doesn't tell you your direction of the cue ball. But, you know, you shouldn't need that. And then you push left click and it gives you a meter, and then you click again when you want to go. And okay, we are terrible at the game, apparently. So we got rid of one of the balls, and we got rid of one of the balls, as you saw, it went down a hole, but also because we also went down a hole, we lost a life. See, I was just demonstrating things. There's a bomb here. If something touches it, I think even you, then it will explode and make things go everywhere. There's a gem here. That'll give you 5 gold, which is good. And there's a spike. Anything touching the spike will also die. So a spike is the same as a hole. Kind of. I don't know. Let's just smack into this thing. We failed again. And yeah, it kind of moves things around. This is the teleporter. Well, so if I go into it, this one actually is a reverse teleporter. It tells you that it's going to do this sort of thing. But... So I go in this way, it's going to bring me out this way, which may be interesting. We'll just chuck that guy into the corner. This noise is annoying me, so just try and hit those guys. If an enemy has picked up a coin, then when you defeat them, then you get that coin. That's how that works. They can also pick up some other consumables around the map. And yes, what are we going to do? We're trying to get rid of this guy first, maybe? And then we need to work out a way to get to this guy, which this is a nice... Well, we can just get near them for now. And then once we've done this, we can talk about upgrades, because that's what's coming next. I don't know exactly how this is going to play out, because this is probably going to like double kiss or something. Or if you do that, it's not going to do enough, is it? We can try and bounce it off here and into that corner. Yeah, it almost worked. but not enough. And this thing, if you're wondering, this is a ball cannon. It shoots a mini ball at the end of the turn if it was touched by any ball. So, you know, it tells you good tooltips. And anyway, easy finish. We don't lose life. Any shots you have left over, you gain gold. And then the items come in. So you can also get these bonuses. So if we choose this, we get 3 rerolls, free rerolls. And we didn't talk about this before, but we said we would. So you can, you know, we've lost 2 health because we went into the pockets the first 2. You can heal yourself for 3 gold. You can get another shot because more shots equals more golds later anyway. Or you can buy an item for 15 gold, so you can get an extra one of these things. It will be random though and just kind of add itself up there. But if you're doing it multiple times in the shop, then it gets more expensive, but then it resets, whereas this just gets more expensive based on the number of shots you have. You can also make your shots more powerful. So you can either pay 6 gold to get 5%, or you can just get this and get 15%, which will make your shots more powerful. If you don't like the look of any of these, this is heals you now on the start of each level, which is maybe good. We get free rerolls, so I'll probably just go with this. And then we've healed, and then at the start of the levels, we're going to get more things. If you're ever playing this game and you want to know which consumable to go for, always aim for this one first, because this is a key which grants you 1 additional item pickup in the next shop. So we just got 1 item, but items are the most powerful things which lead to the powerful builds, as far as I can tell. It's always worth having a look around at the non-normies, because this is a berserky who shoots itself towards you at the end of the turn. So if you're sat here in front of a pocket and it's going to come and knock you in the pocket, it's worth thinking about where you're going to try and, well, not try and end up, but where you might end up, I suppose. And this guy is a rocky, they're big and heavy, so they're not easy to push around. So if I do that, it's probably not going to make them reach the pocket. But we can give it a go. It's also probably going to get me in trouble, but let's just do this. See what happens. See? Barely. Oh no, it did make it. And also then Berserky did something stupid. I got a ×2 multiplier, which doesn't actually affect anything here because we don't get anything for actually killing these things. We're, in essence, working forward so that we don't take damage at the end. But there are, more complicated items which then work on, like, if you kill, you know, if you get a multiplier of 3, then, or 2 or more, then, you know, get this bonus. So there are things in the game like that. And yeah, we're just going to try and clean up. I don't know about broken builds, like super broken builds. I said get this thing and I haven't actually got it yet. We have 5 shots to play with, so maybe it doesn't matter. I mean, that probably gets one of those in. I'm just worried that I would accidentally get it without meaning to. Could also aim for the gem. Oh, let's just smack these 2 together and see what happens. Got 1. It's probably too risky to try and go up there. It's fine, we'll just aim for this pocket. Well, we got a coin. And this gives you a free reroll anyway, so maybe that's a good thing. Although we should have plenty, because we chose the one which gave us bonuses for free. So this time, we may decide, actually, you know, we don't care about gluttony. When a redirect or a teleporter is used, gain 2 gold. Like, they're not on every level. Okay, they are sometimes. Is that every time? Okay, that's maybe good if you try and use it a lot. But let's say that we don't like them, and then we're going to reroll. So then we have all these to collect. So when you defeat a non-normal, you gain 2 gold. Explosions do not affect you. Increase explosion radius by 10%. And then we can get extra heal, but we already have enough heal. Let's just say that we want explosions not to affect us because they can be annoying, but they're bigger. And it's worth, I think, either getting a random item or getting an extra shot. Let's go with an extra shot for now. Oh, and because we picked up a key, we get an extra pick. Now at the start of each level, gain 5 gold, but one normally transforms into another enemy type. So do you want 5 gold every time? It's good, but it's maybe not that good. So £1 time per level, pay 2 gold instead of taking 1 damage. We're gaining, like we're healing, so I think that's fine. If you defeated at least one enemy last turn, gain 1 gold when you defeat an enemy this turn. Let's say that 5 gold is the best and lots of non-normies is also okay. So we maybe have a couple more non-normies. We have the Toxie, deals 1 damage to you when you touch it, but then immediately evaporates. So it would be better to try and get them in a different way, which there is a volatile spike here, which when it, after spiking any ball, it shoots itself across the level, which should, I mean, that should kill that, right? So let's do that as the first thing we're going to do. No, because it hit this. Which is a shame. We also... Did we get another guy? There was another one over here, right? I don't know who they were. Who's this? This steals a gold from you on touch and then immediately evaporates. So again, you kind of want to get rid of these, but you don't want to touch them. So if you can, you want to hit something into them. There's a lot of obstacles here. On the easier level difficulty, it has more like holes or like fewer obstacles, which kind of makes it easier in a way. The trap should kill the things. Is this going to explode me? Yes. And also then I hit the trap myself, which isn't good. I mean, we could lose a gold. Do we care? Don't know. This symbol stops enemies. Or no, stops any ball. We could heal as well. I mean, it's more the gold that I can care about. But yeah, it just evaporated. I should have remembered that. If we... No, it's not going to evaporate if I do that. I need to hit it into a corner pocket. You know what? Let's say that we do that, we'll probably bounce off and hit it anyway. Or not. Well, let's do that. Are we going to stop immediately? No, we're not. Okay. Let's just smack into these things. See what happens. Yeah, this is quite tricky with all these obstacles right near these pockets and the balls here as well. So we may be in a little bit of, you know, we'll maybe take some damage, I suppose. There was maybe smarter things to do. Like, is that going to get past there? Maybe not. I suppose it doesn't matter if you take damage from it here or at the end, right? That should just about get in there, but that will be the last shot we have. So we took 1 damage. Again, but we're healing every time, so it doesn't really matter too much. Okay. So in Palos, we get like a free spike around us. That's kind of cool. When you defeat an enemy, 1 coin spawns the level. So if we want gold, that may be good. Once per level, when you defeat multiple enemies in the same turn, gain 5% shot power and 5 gold. So this is one of those abilities I was saying, which boosts your well, shot power and gold when you defeat multiple enemies. Which we could do more if we had the Impaler, I would say. But let's just get it for now. And do we want to do any of these things? I think we're okay. We could get another item. Sure, let's get an item. So if we don't touch any enemies, we now gain 3 gold. Let's do it. There's also a chest. So a special obstacle that spawns a coin in a random position once per turn. When it is hit, 10% chance to spawn a gem. Good to know. Sometimes the enemies have a sword around it. I mean, this is swordy. Sticky, I think, did we see last time? We just didn't get to touch it. But if you do, then you lose shot power, which is therefore unhelpful. So let's go with Swordy first. I've gone too slowly and therefore been hit. But we did like a quadruple kill there, so we should have got gold from this thing once per level. Yeah, and it's kind of grayed out to show that it's kind of done its thing. As you know, also the gang has done such a thing. But we need to kill more enemies, so let's do that. We'll go for sticky, and of course we messed it up, as you might expect. What can we do? I mean, explosions don't affect us, but we can do this. Actually, there's a spike there. So having hit that, something should have appeared. Although apparently we didn't. Oh no, it was the. So we didn't hit anything because the explosion did. That's fine. What do we want to do? If we do that, that should go in that pocket. The obstacles, if the ball is sat underneath it, these ones which pop up, then they will die when it pops up, which is good to know. Hit on the spike. That should make it into that pocket, I believe. And who have we got left? We got a gold stealer. I suppose makes sense to hit. And kind of want the gem, but we may not be able to get it unless we do that. Cool. So where are we going next? We can, when we gain an item, also heal the mad doctor. Gain 1 gold for each point of your health you heal, but set your health to 50% whenever you leave the shop, and it's above 50%. Will that give us 2 gold every time because of this? I don't know. Random hits sounds like a good thing, but actually it kind of messes things up. We're going to reroll and see what we can get. When you take damage, gain a reroll. We have plenty at the moment, so we don't need that. Once per level, when you defeat multiple enemies in the same turn, gain 10 gold. Well, that's kind of like this, but better. Kind of like that it forces us to try and kill multiple things. Or, again, extra forces. We're going to go with this, and we're going to get another random thing. And it says, after each turn, there's a 20% chance to spawn a random collectible. So yeah, we want to be killing multiple enemies now. This is the 5th level, which means there is a boss hit. What do bosses do? If there are other enemies, then when this one gets defeated, then it just respawns. So it's kind of a waste to do that. And this is also a grenadier. So they have a 50% chance to shoot bombs from its cannons at the end of the turn, which may help because it may accidentally kill things for us. Anyway, we definitely want the key. I'm not sure there's a good way to get to it. So we're going to maybe try for this thing. We did get a multi-kill, I think. Yeah, so both of those, we got loads of gold for that. So we're kind of happy, even though we lost a bit of health. This guy is blindy, so it means that we don't get to see our trajectory, which I can demonstrate. We'll do this next. So because we touched blindy, you can see that there is no trajectory coming off of our guy here. That's fine, because we're going to take our pacifist bonus, and, well, not if we go so fast. And that wasn't good. So yes, we ended up hurting ourselves, and when you fall into a pocket, you end up in the same place. That's fine. We're going to try and kill this guy. That should do it, maybe. It's going to like come here and bounce this way. But if I do it slowly enough, then it won't do anything. Okay, so now we need to get over to the other side. We can use this. That's gonna hopefully, it's kind of hard to see at long range. You can get an item which improves the length of this, but you're probably looking at, okay, that was definitely not the angle that it told us about. These things, because they increase speed, then it may not be 100% accurate anyway. I'm going to go for that angle. And now this boss has an extra coin. We're going to go this way so that we can try and hit it straight. It may hit the bomb though. It does hit the bomb. But then it gets itself into the corner with its own cannons, which we're also okay with. So, Vampire Survivor, like the game, when you spike an enemy, you get one heal, 1 health healed. Gain 5 gold and 1 gold for each item you own, which is maybe not too much. When you take damage, take 1 more. When you pick up a coin or gem, gain 2 more. So double damage. I don't think we have enough health for that. We're going to, with 34, I think we're going to reroll. Gain 1 max health. We could do Materialist. When you gain an item, also heal 1. We get bonus shot power for this, but I don't think we need it, so we're going to go again. Okay, so we can either have Golden Eye. Each turn there is a 20% chance to get blinded, but you gain 2 gold per enemy defeated while blind. So if you're really confident in your shooting ability, then go for that, but I'm not. At the end of each turn, one closest enemy has 20% chance to shoot stuff away from you. Is that good? It may help the randomness to do this thing, the multiple enemies killing, but I think this would as well. So we're going to get that. We have 1 more pick. Increase collectible pickup range by 50%. Or I like this one. Well, actually, this is good as well. 2 max health and heal 2. So I like max health. But every 3rd shot in a level permanently gain 1% shot power. Those are both good. I like, even though we're healing, I think, I mean, our shot power is relatively weak. So I'm going to go with that. Let's get an item as well. Okay, well that's changed my mind. We're going to go with this one then. We just missed out on getting an extra shot, which, you know, is worth doing. I don't know why I haven't chosen it. We're going to go full power into this thing, accidentally messing ourselves. But having got a double kill, we get lots of gold for next time. If we do that, we'll probably be hitting this into those bombs or that danger area. Just. Oh, it was so close. But I suppose we can hit it into it. Let's get that into that spike first, or completely miss, as you may expect. We kind of want to not touch this Robbie guy. So if possible, we could make that, like, glance this and hit it this way. Like so. That's what we want. Yeah, more power maybe would have helped us, but oh, that was us leveling up that. Fine. We now have an extra heal because, yeah, priority delivery after each turn. There's 20% chance to spawn a random collectible. This thing is a ball pile which shoots out mini balls, which again sounds great until you use it, and then you realize that it may hit you in all sorts of directions, and hopefully let's get some health, and I mean that's probably going to go there and bounce this way, just slightly not what we want. So we either go thinner or try and get as thick as possible. Actually, I reckon if you go fast over the hole, you don't fall into the hole. It kind of bends your trajectory a bit, which is what I wanted, because then we were straight on it. Anyway, we can't get to that one. We can't really get to that one. Obviously, if you just go straight over a hole, you're probably going to die. Let's see the mini balls. There you go. Did that hit? I don't know. So we're getting more bombs. We've only got one shot, so we're definitely going to take damage here, unless we can somehow kill both these guys, but I can't even get to one of them. So it's like, maybe I should just go for gold instead. Well, we take 2 damage and lost one, which isn't good. Right. Explosions destroy obstacles, which is maybe okay. We're getting lots of explosions, well, bombs on the map because of this thing. You get more health. Levels contain 1 extra bomb. Sure, let's go with that, because we got bombs coming. We're going to get an extra item, which has actually just given us this again. So then it increases the radius by 2 times 10%, I assume, because they can stack. You can get multiple of these. But do you want to, like, because you're kind of wasting half of it. Let's skip it then. And we've got some other ones. So gain 1 gold for every 8 mini balls. Well, we're definitely creating 8, but we're not creating many more than 8. When you have 2 copies of this item, destroy them both and gain 2 random items and lots of gold. The probability of us getting that item, maybe not very high. Let's go for golden balls. We're also going to get an extra shot, because we've been saying that for a while. Okay. We definitely want the key. So we missed it last time, but we saw him do it. Guardy shoots himself towards you if you touch an enemy. So there's the guy, the berserker, which just comes towards you at the end of the turn, but this is when you touch an enemy. Yeah, the first time. As in a turn, not the first time in the level entirely. Okay, so we can maybe start in that. Okay, because we had our spike, we spiked them instead of hitting them, which kind of messed up everything because we went straight through it unhelpfully. Okay, let's try this again. We also then have used up our multi-ball, which is maybe going to make killing multiple things harder. We're going to do this and hope something else happens. Good. Nothing else good happened. And we killed something which made a normie appear. What's it? The thing that we touched? I don't know. Okay. What's that gonna get? Don't know. Maybe these bombs can help us with this plan. Or if we do that and it comes towards us, then it will maybe impale itself, or it's more likely we're just going to get hit by it and it will come this way. we go full power here, maybe that does something. I suppose it just makes sense to do this. If we would have hit it, it would have been a great plan. Yeah, I don't suppose that maybe can reach the corner. Yes, but not at that angle. Oh, this may be where we die. Because this round is just going so terribly. We are now in a terrible place as well, because we're behind everything. We have 3 health. We need to kill 5 opponents, and we have 5 shots to do it, but we're nowhere near anywhere. If we do that, I was hoping to be closer up here. We can then potentially, just worried about, I mean, that will hit us here and come down this way, but I'd like for us to come this way anyway. But that angle is probably not going to kill it. We need to actually kill it, don't we? That's going to be 2 straight. That should kill it, surely. No. Like, I was trying to do it such that I came this way and then it got killed, but apparently... Well, apparently that's not what happened. If we hit this bomb into that other bomb... Then... Again... Don't quite make it. Yeah, this isn't going so well. We definitely want to kill this guy, but there's no good pocket for it here. We are too close to do anything effective there. My lining up has not been good this evening. But apparently that's good enough. Anyway, 3 damage and we lose. Which is a shame. But it's not... Well, it says it's the end. I was going to say it's not the end of the world. So when you come to the end of the level, if however many levels you beat, is... Well, you get that much experience, and there's 5 experience points between each level. Each level means you unlock something. However, in the settings, there is a very helpful... Is it settings? No. In the compendium, if you don't want to wait to unlock everything because you don't want to, then you can... There's a button here that says that you can unlock all items. So, you know, these are the ones which are technically locked to me. So I think I used maybe 1 or 2, or we saw 1 or 2 which were technically locked. But you can just unlock them. Later items are more complex as the warning, but skip the grind if you want to. I think it's a nice touch for people who maybe don't have a lot of time on their hands. Anyway, key was kindly provided. If you've made it this far, you probably like this video, so why don't you leave a like? And if you would like to see more like this on the channel, then please subscribe, because we're covering indie games. And yes, I want to thank you for watching, and hope you have a great day.